camera test, mic test. Everything dancing for me. Yeah, looks good. All right. A little bit later tonight, I had to go buy a pumpkin. Can't carve a pumpkin if you ain't got a pumpkin. Oh. Today, Seaman. I hope mine's doing well. He has escaped into the jungle, I believe. Nice. Almost any side, like except for this little bit right here in the dirt from where it was laying. This is a nice little pumpkin. Still a little wipe some of this off here because it just was outside. And actually, there's no like weird dirt. I don't see any of it, but just in case. Let's just jump right into, I think this is kind of a flatter bit of the round. Looking at it from the top, you can kind of see it's round, and kind of flat here, so I'm going to put it there, just so hopefully it'll be a little bit easier. I don't want it to be physically round, and it kind of distorts the picture. So we'll just draw our circle where we're going to cut out the lid, and I'll put a little notch in the back, pretty much directly opposite of where I plan to carve the picture, in case I forget. Need me some tools, please. Wrapped up from yesterday. Long blade. Just a little line, almost just sliced right through my headphones. That'd have been great. Alright, make sure I didn't have things too loud here. We're going outside the lines, but that doesn't matter. This is literally just the top where I can stick my hand in and clean everything out. And then we can just go pulls right off, but it's got kind of, ooh, there's a lot of stuff in there today. Just gonna cut this down a little, get it off. There you go. Put this over here. Last time I put it like on this table and then it like wiggled and shook and fell off. Made kind of a mess, so trim off some of this inner rind that I got right here. Hopefully it takes some of this flesh with it. Never really does too much. I always have to end up coming in with a scoop. Just kind of scraping downwards. I grab the bigger chunks first. You can see all the little like connecting strings eventually just come off. That's what we're looking for. So I'll just fall off together in one nice little plop. right here that's refusing to come off, so give it a little extra attention. Looks like it's all moving around in there. So now let's try to dump it out. Ta-da, magic trick. JT, my man, I know nothing about pumpkins, but what's the life expectancy after you carve one out? Is this real life, maybe pre-recorded? This has to be real life, or is it? Well, there you go. Hope Light has proved that this is live. Life expectancy, I'd say a week, give or take, depending on where you live, what the weather is like. If you're going to keep it outside in the sun or kind of protected. Some people do, like, I hear these things like, oh, you spray lemon juice on it or put Vaseline on the inside. I've never done that. I do so many of them, I don't need to keep one for too long. I just kind of cycle them out. And usually by the time I get like 4 or 5 done, the one from 5 days ago has kind of rotted and gotten gross and crazy. And then I can just replace it with the one I did today. So I'm going to say, so you're not planning to have this displayed on the 31st? No, I will. I mean, it'll do its best, but it'll probably not make it past this time next week. I'll try to take a pic, though, if you are interested. I'll at least maybe keep track, and then we'll see, like, how's our pumpkin doing from exactly this time a week ago. It's always funnier when it's somebody with like a face, because everything that's really small, like these lines right here, the whole nose, those like shrivel up within a day. Like all these little lines on the fin, by this time tomorrow, even overnight, they'll get like really thin and brittle. And this part is technically just a large black chunk, so this will be okay. But like in a day or two, his face will look really weird, and you can notice it a lot more when it's a face, because you're just like, what happened to you? If it's like a, jack-o'-lantern smile, it's, not as noticeable. But if it's something initially you look at and you're like, that is a person, and the next time you look at it, it is not. Do I have any clown-themed ones? Like just a regular old clown? No. But, I can put that on the old list. Got me a little post-it note here, and it's like, where's my pen? Any clown in particular you're interested in? Because I'm thinking, I know like Bozo the Clown, and then there's also like Pennywise. If we're not trying to do like super just like edgelord Halloween clown, but like am I doing these freehand or am I using a template? I am making a template from a picture. So real quick, let me switch to the coming soon screen again. So that was the picture that I used, threw it into Photoshop, and then I turned it into that. So I am making my own templates on, like, half the time using existing images. I'm not just drawing these. So I can't really say they're freehand. But if you look in the bottom right, these are all the stuff I've done over the years. And then I think, do I have my little thing up here? That's what I was thinking too, is like what we talk about for clowns, because I don't know what necessarily Science to Speak is into per se, and I don't want to make any assumptions. But clown themed VTuber, or are we just talking clowny clowns? What are the clowns we get out there? Like, are there other clown themed video game characters? There's one from like the Genesis era, I'm thinking. Let me arrange the question. Are you putting the print out on the pumpkin and cutting it accordingly? Yes. What I'm going to do in just a little bit, actually what I'm about to do right now, is chop this up. I will tape it on, and then I will trace it, draw it, and then cut it out. So yeah, I'm not going to sit here and like sketch like this. I'm going to stab holes through this, connect the dots. So I'm going to draw it in a very, very tedious fashion. So yes, but actually no, or whatever that one meme kind of goes. No, but actually yes. And pumpkin is clean, so I'm going to do that right now. So here we got our guy. We're going to cut him out into a circle. I think this is how, like, if you were to go into a store and buy, like, Spider-Man pumpkin templates, Hello Kitty pumpkin templates, it's all like this. It's just a black and white image that they say you just pin it or wherever you do, and they give you, like, weird tools. It's like almost like a pizza cutter, like a spur. I don't know, I've never used that, but they give you all these tools to help you transfer the images. I do the same thing, but only do one a year, maybe two if I'm feeling froggy. I like frogs. Froggy chair. Yeah, most people, as is normal, only do like one or two. You know, and they can go all out. I don't want to say I've streamlined this, but it's just kind of like gotten so used to it. And most of the time, like, I have 45 minutes to an hour every day. I can kind of churn one out. What is my URL? I don't think I have it on screen here. I should probably put that somewhere. But mine is JTV. No, JT. My name's JT. You throw a V at the end, so it's like MTV, but it's JTV on YouTube. And that's where I'm uploading all of these. There might still be VODs left over on my Twitch. But the streams of me, like, I'm sitting there and I'm in Photoshop drawing these up too, so if you're ever curious how I get to this point. But here we are, and I go through a lot of tape. I just bought a bunch extra today because I hate, like, running out. Like, I'll be right here and I'm like, oh no, I'm out. So he was gonna go right here. I'm always really, like, when it comes to clowns, I like them all. Gravitates towards the scary or sadistic clowns. I'm thinking, I mean, if he's not too mainstream, like, maybe Pennywise, just because, even when he's got, like, the teeth out. Or maybe, you know, there's the old one, there's the Tim Curry or the new one, which I haven't seen yet. But when he's got, like, his, you know, teeth out and going like that, it could be a nice happy medium. I can't think of any, like, bands or things like that well, Slipknot, they don't have, like, clown faces, do they? That's the first thing that kind of comes to mind, like a t-shirt or something that you'd see that's got, like, a spooky clown on it. But I have written it down. Oh, where is it? Clown? And I have to do a couple more designs, probably Monday or Tuesday, just to stay ahead of the game. So I will do some investigating. Oh, his face is really low. It's kind of, normally it's like eye levels right here, so I'm going to have to see what height the camera's at. So we can do scary. I can't do all just cool, cute video game characters. Any ideas help. So here we go. So yes, I took 15 minutes to answer. Unbelievable. A lot of people don't believe me when I tell them the same person who was Frank Ashford was the original Pennywise. I don't know. I think those people are younger. I don't know if it just seems like, to me it just seems like common knowledge, or everybody I know on the internet just knows that. You're like, oh yeah, Tim Curry, he was, yeah, you know, Rocky Horror, It, Muppet Treasure Island. Those are the ones that come to mind for me. And then you're getting a little deeper when you're talking about, like, he was the voice of the bad guy in Fern Gully, and he was in, like, Command and Conquer or whatever. So, people need to believe you. And, like, a million other things. Like, I mean, it's Halloween now, so there was the video. He's singing, it's like a spooky Halloween song. I forget how it goes, but it's like it's got some great 80s effects, green screen work in it and stuff like that. So if you just Google, like, Tim Curry vampire song, you probably know what I'm talking about. Is he still alive? He is still alive, but I guess, unfortunately, he had, like, a stroke or something like that a couple years ago, so now he's, like, kind of paralyzed. He's in a wheelchair and stuff, so it's really kind of unfortunate. Like, he still shows up, he goes to events and things like that, but he's not able to act or certainly do anything. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, look it up. I can't for the life of me remember right now. Maybe when we're down, we'll do some Googling if you haven't already. But now here's how we get to the next part. Was he Joker at some point? Unless he was a voice actor, I don't think he was. Because the TV show was like Cesar Romero, and then it was Jack Nicholson, and then it was, what's his face from Knight's Tale. And the voice was always like, Mark Hamill. And so this is what I'm going to use, this ice picky thing. Just a sharp metal object. Now I'm going to just sit here and just turn it up to the overhead. And kind of like this. And I'm just going to start poking my way around. And then after I'm done doing this, I will go back and connect the dots just with a pen. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the long way of drawing. Like, I could just look at this and freehand draw it on the pumpkin, or I could. Yesterday I was talking about, what if I got like a projector and just put it on the pumpkin and just traced it. But this is the surefire way to make sure that this doesn't move. Like, this is on here, it's taped down. Like, I'm not gonna rotate it the wrong way, lose my spot. Like, oh, where was I again? Yeah. Oh, gotta come around this way too. And yeah, I am not worried about not having anything for Halloween itself, because unless all the pumpkins get sold out, I will be continuing to make these throughout the month. So I'll have them out for display. I'm reaching here, but I think he was the devil in Legend. Legend, like the... Is that an 80s movie? Like a fantasy movie? He very well could have been. I want to say, wasn't he the devil in like a Tenacious D video or something regarding Dave Grohl? Or was that Dave Grohl who was the devil? But I think, I'm trying to think back the first thing I ever saw, and it was probably something I saw when I was a kid, so I don't think it was, I think I saw Fern Gully before I saw Muppet Treasure Island. Although I'm pretty sure I knew about like Pennywise and It, but I don't remember when I ended up watching it. But it was on TV, that was a TV movie when it first came out, so if I was hanging around watching TV, I don't even remember if and when that came out, what year. totally forgot about the remake. I didn't watch it. Part 2 came out, and was COVID already happening? I don't remember. I think I didn't go because it's like, well, I haven't seen the first one yet. This is where that stir-up thing would come right into play. I think Tom Cruise was the main star. Wow, this is cool. He's channeling his inner Pochi Sensei. Sally, I've never seen the original IT in movies. Well, where's my box? Hold on, let me see. I mean, I think they hold up, or they're good. I mean, if they weren't necessarily scary, I don't think people would be talking about them now. And again, they weren't movies. I think maybe that's why they ended up remaking it into like a movie, because the first time it was technically made for TV. Alright, so here's some tools I have. Like this is from the Hello Kitty Carve a Pumpkin tool. It came with some tools. So here's another little sticker thing. It's not as sharp, so I don't really use it. And here's a stirrup. But I rarely use it because there's so much like turning and details I need to do. Like this would be good if I was just like tracing like a long line. But I never really have any of that, so I tried it like once or twice and it just wasn't as flexible. Hello there. And I always want to pay attention to the eyes the best I can, because if you screw up the eyes, the whole thing just ends up looking weird. Because as a human, you look at a face, you're like, that looks weird. Like, you know, any sort of fan art, any sort of artwork, if the eyes are funky and are going in a weird direction, immediately you're like, oh, that's not right. Everything else, like the nose or the eyebrows or something, the cheeks, you can kind of get away with. You mess up the eyes, even on a pumpkin, you're having a bad time. Now, luckily, this is kind of, I don't want to say it's too detailed. It's just a few lines in very specific spots, but if you look at it overall, it's just like 4 or 5 pieces that need to come out. Like yesterday with the Samba de Amigo, I had like all those little triangles and his teeth and the sombrero and all these little bits and pieces that needed to come out. This is just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's eyebrows. Looking, is there any parts that don't look like they've got little dots all around them? No, it seems okay. Alright. So that step is done. Hi, Julie. Welcome to the party. If you can't tell, we're doing Seaman today. I need my little ice pick back to help me kind of get underneath this. I guess that's something I could. I do not expect people to sit and watch a stream for like an hour every time. So there's a little thing on the bottom. Check out, finished archives at the YouTube channel. Because this, Twitch just kicks these off after what, like a week? Streamlabs bot to say that or something. Oh yeah, I got the one of those little stream deck things, which I use it for pushing buttons to go back and forth between scenes, and then it also can just play sounds. So I don't have too many yet. A couple, like.
Uh-oh.
A little funny. I need more. I always need more, but I never like put them in when I'm thinking about it. I'm always like in the middle of a stream, and then I'll forget. We were using them a lot yesterday when we were just being dumb and spamming emojis at the end of the stream. Yes. Okay, so here we go. Now that step is done, that's what it looks like. Can you see? Can you see the face? You can see the forehead. You can definitely see his little like tentacle. And then if you just follow it around, I think this should be pretty easy to trace. What's a good angle? Can you see it from here? Where do we want to go? Heads up. Again, now like it makes this slightly larger. Oh, where's my picture so I can, here we go. I'm right there so I can look. And now this is the part where, so, you know, now I'm finally drawing. This is not freehand. So it's, yeah, you know, it's a stencil. I'm always like, I don't know if I can say I made it. I mean, yeah, I created it, but I did not draw that picture. Like, I used a picture of a screenshot from the game, so at what point do I say I made this? Then it's a little, like it kind of comes down here, and then two little parts that just stay close, but they will not connect. And his whole eyebrow is just one nice line, so that's good. So this whole piece will just pop right out, but we'll cut this part out separately because it's kind of like jagged and narrow. It might not come out in one whole area. So right now we do is a little highlight on his eyebrows there. Same one here. There's pupils. There's the tip of his nose. There's his other pupil. This little, just a little teeny part on his lip, and the rest of his mouth. Little frowny face. Almost every face I end up doing, like a picture of a realistic human face, the mouth always ends up kind of looking the same. It's always like this. You got like the lip here and then the chin part, and it always kind of connects with like a shadow, and it's just how it is. Because the lines always have to connect to something. I'm thinking maybe Tuesday I'll do a shaved pumpkin. Get out the extra tools. he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 little lines on his fin. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4. Part here. A little finny part here. I was gonna say Finny the fish, but that was not the Pajama Sam verse. It was like Sly Fox, and then there was a car. There was a car, Putt Putt, and then there was a fish, right? What was that fish called? Okay, we got the forehead, we got the tentacle, we got the face, the eyes, the eyebrows, both fins, lips, mouth. Okay, I think we're good. It is 34 minutes, so it's taken us 34 minutes to. And of course, there's no way I would have just been like, let's just draw on a pumpkin and draw like a face. It'll never get to that. I'll have to could I think this up in my mind? There's no way I could think like negative space like that. All right, time to start cutting, and with that we use this, just a narrower. I got this saw, but it is so large, and with like one thrust it travels so far, and just like large lines, there's no way I can get detail. So this guy helps me get really kind of in where I need to go. And I'm thinking, what is the most... They're all kind of small. There's no like place I really need to start, but I'll start at the mouth. And you can see, even though this line stopped right here, I took the whole car all the way to the edge because it's all going to come out anyway. So like the whole doesn't have to be cut in one piece. Already kind of coming out, but you see how it's like really kind of narrow and flimsy because it's just two little vertical lines. So I'm going to very, very careful. I'm going to leave that in there until the very end. I don't want to do anything that might accidentally rip that out. And a round cut. All right. The rest is like whatever. You can cut that now. Leave that in there. other eye. I'll start over here and make my way back over to the eye. Very gentle. All right, now we've made our way. Nose, okay. A lot of times I just forget where I'm at. I'm just like cutting lines. Okay. So far, so good. Creepy right now. It looks like these are his eyes. Like he's got some squinty little like eyes, but nope, that's not the case. They're down here. You just can't tell yet. He's grimacing at you. Like, what are you doing? Seaman does have attitude. Alright, this little pin over here. And see how this is like, you know, one part and a jagged line, jagged line. I'm just gonna cut this across so it's like a little half semicircle here. Jagged zigzag lines are a pain to pop out in one piece. I know they like grip onto each other that much more. Sometimes I can pivot, other times I'll just like right here, take it out and just go the other way. I'm just gonna like start from the right, only spots, just kind of cut to the left. Start here, cut to the left to the top. Make my way over. Oh, okay. And then I was already at the bottom, so let's cut that up and kind of go through it and make sure they're all sticking together. They all look like they're looking to move. Alright. This is a little... Why aren't you moving over here? This part right here not cut. Sometimes if I don't cut deep enough, it's like still connected way in the back. Alright, well, we'll see. Okay, other fin, while we're at it. This one I'm just doing the opposite. I'm just going to pivot in. Come back out. Pivot inwards. Turn around. out here. There we go. All right, time for that big shiny forehead. Back to my fish question. I think was it just Freddy the fish? That seems like such a normal name. Maybe just a red fish. This little narrow jagged part is a separate part because yeah, this wouldn't come out as one whole spot anyway. Oh, look at that, all wiggling. I don't like that. It's gotta be a little more gentle now. See, if I'm like too strong and I'm like pulling and pulling and pulling, it might just like snap a piece off. So I want to avoid that. And again, this piece just wants to go right in. These lines aren't connected, so I'll just kind of pivot up here. Little chunk that sticks out to give it a little shadow illusion. Sounds like some sort of move. Ooh, look at that. Like it's moving though. You can tell it's kind of pulling the whole cart with it, so I would be very, very careful with these last couple cuts. Don't want to accidentally rip the whole thing out. Knife just kind of flow through it all. Okay, yeah, I can. Last little section here, this is the last line, right? Yeah. All right, well, the cuts are done. Yeah, still looks the same. Now I just pull out or push in the pieces. You know, I'm gonna take this large, but I don't like this big one large chunks. I'm gonna cut it vertically. You can see how it's all kind of moving, wiggling, and trying to come out. Cut down into the brow, so I'm going to come up from here now and just cut up. There we go. So now we'll get back to my long saw just for pushing inward and do the small spots first, I guess. So here's like, well, it'll just go in, it'll just push in, that's fine. I don't want to try to pull it out and break something, so that's good. This whole fin. worried about this because if this doesn't push right, it'll take all the little fins with it. Go in. There we go. Oh, there's some stuff kind of connecting on the inside of the pumpkin. I'm going to take care of in a second. It'll make me come back there. Eye just kind of popped in, so did his other eye. And this is a chance to widen a couple holes if they look like they're a little too narrow. I don't see too much light coming through. Oh, that just kind of went in. That's nice. I know this other fin. Other fin was weird because a lot of these weren't chunks necessarily, they're just like little slices that got carved out. See if I can't cut the rind real quick like this. There we go, that'll help a little bit more light get through there. Same thing with this part here on the forehead. Just gonna angle it in and cut into the pumpkin rind so that more light eventually comes in. Nice. Oh, this is the only part that. There we go. Ooh, I don't like that. Alright, so that part will go in, that part will push in. Alright, last part is this right here. There we go. Alright, well that's the initial. Now I gotta clean it all up. You're starting to see it, but now you see like all that gross, dangly, nasty. So I'm going to go through now with my scissors. First, let's dump out some of these pieces. It doesn't really matter that there's the seeds, but I don't want the seeds on the wall because you'll see that. Like, if they're going to be in there, stay on the bottom, out of the view of the camera. So I can kind of go through now and just like cut. So I see little parts that are kind of sticking out or dangling. And clean up these edges a bit. A little off the top. Oh, is this part coming in? Yeah, that comes out. All right. Wipe here. There's still some kind of like bits on the side, so I'm just kind of running a knife or reaching through and just kind of like smushing it together because it's all slimy, like pumpkin-y, so it'll just stick to the inside. Right here, right in the middle of his cheek, there's like a little hair, a little string, for the lack of a better term, so that'll definitely show up, so I'm trying to cut that out. Yeah, it's right by his eye, so that's one of the things, like your eye will go right to it, and you're like, why does he have a little line like right? Why does he have hair by his eye? You'll notice that. I won't notice it as much if it's by his cheek or whatnot. I'm just using the flat part of my knife to just kind of. There's that one little part. I hate you. I see you. There you go. There you go. Now you're cut. Alright, mouth looks okay. Face looks alright. Lips, chin. Cut a little bit into his chin flesh to just let more light come in. Alright. Alright, that's good, that's good. You ready for the big reveal? Yeah, this is kind of a large design, like it's actually a lot going on there. So you can see those seeds that are in there. Are you ready to see, man? Let me get these seeds out real quick because they might have to be seen for once. I suppose I could just kind of like hold it upside down and scoop them out. One more thing to build up the suspense, right? Just when you thought it was time. What is that? Big pumpkin booger hanging on the side of the wall there. Ew. Got it. All right. Wipe my hand off. I just need to get some fish emotes in the chat. I don't think there are any. Is it just that weird like yelling trout face or whatever? Although of course you know Seaman's not always a fish. He is also a frog, a tadpole, a moth. Depending on how far in the game you raised him. We all knew that, right? Alright, so also that looks pretty on. So do I need to raise anything up or bring the camera down? Do I have a box? I do have a box. I got the box that I had all my tools in. Let me prop them up real quick, maybe. Again, because we want to be on eye level with the man of the sea, so. There we go. All right, turn off a couple lights. I think I have a more hyped up jungle song for like the reveal. Let's go with this one. Alright, so again I got my LED pucks in a plastic bag. Oh, you can kind of see it. You can kind of see it. Get in there. Put the lid on. Alright, 3, 2. Turn off the light on the camera. 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! What do you think? Is that too bright? Let me see if I can turn off one of the lights. Oh, yeah. Little. There we go. Face, if I kind of rotate him, it kind of looks like he's looking in that direction. Sometimes if you're not looking at it like right onward, it looks a little weird, but that looks cool. Little drums. Oh, look at that. Exactly 1 hour mark. So that's cool. I thought like, oh yeah, this will probably take an hour. I was right. So there we go. The Seaman pumpkin. You saw the whole thing from start to finish. The VODs will be on Twitch, and they'll stay up on Twitch for the week. I will transfer these over to YouTube as well, so they'll stay. And maybe I'll run these all through and make little like 2-minute time lapses as well. I'll put timestamps so everybody can see. If you want to go back and be like, what did that Seaman picture look like again? There you go. And that's about it, right? What else is there to say? Tomorrow I gotta come up with something. And what was I saying? Tuesday? Tomorrow I think I'll do Faust from Guilty Gear. And then on Tuesday I'll have a little extra time. I might be able to start a little earlier or whatnot. So I'll do this Molcar, which is going to be various levels of shading and carving and using the clay tools and whatnot. So, but tomorrow I probably won't be here until right around. So I'm thinking Monday Faust, Monday, Tuesday, maybe this guy on Wednesday. Maybe I'll do him. I'll be live on YouTube instead or something. So who knows? We'll see. But for now, maybe with the light, yeah. See, kind of still shines through. By tomorrow, I'll have like an RGB LED thing kind of ready, so I can have it go through. But right now, it's like not prepared. I don't have a place to plug it in and whatnot. So we have to wait for our RGB Seaman. So, all right, it's been exactly 1 hour. Thanks again for stopping in and, signed to speak earlier with your suggestion. I'll look into making a clown for you. If Pennywise will do the trick. I haven't done him yet, so I know there's probably a bunch of them. So I'll try to look into what's been done so I don't do that and go from there. And so we got a Seaman now. We did Sama de Amigo yesterday. Very cool Dreamcast couple of days, Dreamcast weekend. I have done other stuff. If you see in the corner, I had a Res one in the past. I've done Sonic, I've done Shadow. Done Space Channel 5. If there's any Dreamcast specific ones you can think of, the Dreamcast Spiral logo, that seems cheating. Because that's just cut it in a spiral and you're done. But thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Usually 9 o'clock Central, and right here on the Twitch, unless I say otherwise. Archives will be on the YouTube, and I will start putting those up on the stream as well, so you can look at that and know what the URLs are. In the meantime, have a good night. Pretty, like, you can kind of see it, right? I guess that's why this method works good, because it ends up looking exactly how it is. Take it easy.